Guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this very glittery and extra Valentine's Day look. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe so you can check out my other videos when I upload. And other than that, let's just hop right on into the video. The first thing I'm going to be doing is priming with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So I'm going to apply a little bit to my eyelid and I will blend it out with my damp beauty blender. And then I'm going to be taking my Bdellium Tool 776 brush for the majority of this look. And I'm also going to be using my Morphe 3502 palette for this. To start off, I'm taking this shade right here. I don't know the shade names. I like a little clear thing that came with it, but I don't know where it is at the moment. So just know that I'm taking the top shade right here. And that is going to be my base transition shade. Once I've got it where I like it in the crease, I'm going to then be kind of going out, and I don't really know, like a bristle on my eyelash. I don't know exactly how to explain what I'm doing, but if you can see on this side, I kind of like flick it and like curve it outwards a little bit. And essentially when you're doing this, just imagine how the wing is going to be shaped along with this curve, and that kind of helps me get an idea of exactly how I'm going to curve it. So I'm going to be going into this shade next, and there's the one right below the one we just used, and I'm going to be applying that to the crease. From now on, I'm going to be blending the shadows up less than I did with the first one. Now I'm going in with this shade right here in the bottom corner, and I'm going to be doing the same thing that I just did. Then I'm dipping into this shade right here just to warm it up a little bit and give it more of a red tone. And then finally, I'm going to be dipping into this shade right here just to add a final dark shade to the crease area, just to give it a bit more dimension. Now that I've done that, I'm going to be cutting the crease, and I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer again, and I'm just going to be taking out the wand with my brush. I'm going to be dipping it in the concealer, and first just applying it to the lid, and then starting to sketch out. Okay, so for the next part, I'm going to try to work fast, so I'm going to explain it before I go ahead and do it. But basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm taking this glitter from Super Glitters, and it is in the shade Girls Night Out, and I believe it's a metallic glitter. It's like this pinky shade with like a little bit of purple. Then I'm going to be, well, before I use that glitter, I'm going to be going in with my NYX Glitter Primer. I'm just going to be squeezing a bunch out and applying it with this brush. And once I've applied it, I'm just going to quickly dip into the glitter and apply the glitter right over the top. So I wanted to explain that beforehand because I'm going to try to go as quick as possible through this. So here we have the glitter glue. I got quite a bit on my brush, and I'm just going to start blending that out. Of course, we're only putting this in the area that we concealed because there would be absolutely no point in doing all that work in concealing. We're putting it everywhere. to be taking my Kat Von D tattoo liner and I'm going to be doing a wing. Okay, that wasn't awful. It's just really difficult applying a liner over glitter, which is really frustrating, and I had to wipe the glitter off of the liner like a million times, so this ended up happening. But off camera, I'm going to apply lashes, and these are Lily Lashes in Miami. So the first thing I'm going to be doing for my face in terms of priming is taking the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the shade Sunbeam. And I'm going to take a decent sized amount of this and just rub it all over my face to kind of give myself the appearance that I'm like glowing from within. And like, don't be alarmed, my face is gonna get really red because my face gets really red whenever I touch it, but it'll like settle down in a couple minutes. It's not because of the product. Then I'm going to be taking my Benefit Professional Pearl Primer and I'm going to be applying a little bit on either side around my nose and up like on my cheekbone where my highlight will be applied. And a little bit on my chin. So today for my foundation, I'm going to be trying out the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I've mentioned this in so many videos, but my skin has gotten really dry since I finished Accutane. It's not as dry as it used to be when I was on Accutane, but it has definitely changed, and it's not as oily as it used to be. So I've been trying to find foundations that are good for more like normal to dry skin, so I'm going to be trying this out today. I'm honestly not sure how the shade's gonna work, so we'll see. If it completely looks horrible and I have to blend it all the way down my neck, then I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. But I got it in the shade 201 Classic Ivory, and to apply this I'm going to be using a new beauty blender that I got. It is from the brand Juno & Co. and it is basically a microfiber beauty blender. I did a video on this for my first impression and I absolutely love it. You can go check that out and I will probably leave it linked down below, but if not, it's one of my most recent videos if you want to check it out. But yeah, so I'm going to be using this to blend out my foundation. This might be too dark for me. Wow, how is it that the lightest shade is still slightly too dark? This is why I need to start spray tanning again, and I will not have this problem anymore. Okay, so this foundation is most definitely not new. I think it's like around a year old, so I'm sure at this point not that many people really care about first impressions and reviews on this foundation, but I'm just gonna say that in my opinion, from my first impression, I really like this. I think it makes my skin look pretty good, but we'll have to see how it works with everything else. Okay, so I'm gonna be skipping the concealer because, like I said, my skin has changed, so I'm on the hunt for a new concealer that doesn't dry out my under eyes. So apply whatever concealer you like and then set it. I'm just setting my whole face with my Coty Loose Airspun powder. Okay, so this eyebrow came out like amazing today and I'm so proud of it, but I had to do this eyebrow twice and it didn't come out nearly anywhere as good as this one did, and this one seems just like kind of blocky and like too big compared to the other one. So I think I'm gonna have to go in and pluck and figure out how to make this one like this one, because I've been having some brow issues. So now I'm going to be bronzing. Okay, so I'm taking my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm just going to be bronzing up my face. For blush, I'm going to be going into my Anastasia Radiant Blush Kit, and I'm taking this bright pinky shade right here. I absolutely love these blushes. For highlight, I'm going in with my Mary Luminizer by the Balm and applying it to the normal highlight spots. Next, I'm going to be spraying my face with MAC Fix Plus. I really like this foundation actually. But next I'm going to go in with my Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray, and I'm going to be spraying that on the areas that have highlighter. I really love this stuff. I actually bought it just because I had a coupon at Sephora, and I was really like $5 away from being able to like use the coupon. So I was standing in line like frantically trying to buy one of like the little cheap things there just because I needed to spend a little bit more money to use the coupon, and I found this, so I decided to try it out and I actually really like it. Okay, so now I'm going back into my Morphe 3502 palette, and this is upside down from how I was like showing you the shades earlier, but I think we'll go in with, I should start in the inner corner since I'm using the same brush. So I'm going to start with this shade, and we're applying that to the inner half of the lower lash line. Went a little farther than the inner half, it's more like the inner 3/4, but that's fine because I'm going over it with a darker shade. I'm going to be taking this shade right here that we used earlier, and I'm going to be applying that to the outer, I'd say half of the lower lash line, but this time actually half. Now I'm going into my Huda Desert Dusk, and I'm taking the shade Angelic, and I'm also going to put that under the full lower lash line. And then I'm going to be taking that same shade for the inner corner. And now I'm going to be going in with mascara. I'm going to be taking two today. I'm going to start out with the Colossal Volume Express by Maybelline. And I'm just going to do a little bit of this because this is waterproof and it's going to take forever to come off. But it's really lengthening and I miss using this all the time. The only reason I stopped is because I'm tired of removing waterproof mascara. But I've been too lazy to go out and get a new one that's not waterproof. And then I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic, and I'm applying that over the top because this is also lengthening. Tell me why I knew that was going to happen. I literally knew the second I tried to open this that it was going to spill everywhere and I would make a huge mess. Don't you just love making messes? Yeah, me too. I do it all the time because I'm the clumsiest person alive. Honestly, you should see my carpet. It's a mess. There's literally makeup everywhere. So, as you saw when they exploded everywhere, I have little tiny, like, I have dog hair on my face. Little tiny, like, sequin type things, and I'm going to be sticking those probably like the inner corner of my eye. So I'm just taking a little dot of glue and I'm going to stick it right there. Oscar, are you eating the glitter? Hey. Oh, sweetie. Oh, baby. Hey, it's okay. Let's not eat that, okay? That's not good for you. Just gonna do that again. I'll stick this one. No! I'm not gonna eat that. that they could eat anything. Now that those are finally on, it's time to move to the lips. I'm going to be lining with a red Rimmel lip liner. And for the actual lip color, I'm taking the ColourPop Ultra Matte in More Better. I think this is the shade that I spilled on my carpet actually. Made the mistake of holding it with my pinky and I tipped it over and my dog ate it. I mentioned this in another video, I think. Then to finish it off, I'm taking my Fenty Beauty gloss and applying that over the top. And that is all for this look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!